My name is Lois Fox, and I used to be a prostitute, and I'm about to go to hell for eternity because God called me a blasphemy.
You're about to go to hell for eternity?
Yeah, God came to me in a dream 5 years ago that I was a whirlwind of blasphemies. I was so evil that He learned a lot, and that I'm going to hell 300 times hotter than the bluest flames.
That sounds pretty hot.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I'm I mean, I have to go forever, so I mean, it is what it is. I shouldn't have, you know,
What?
I blasphemized the Blessed Trinity.
Okay, and how did you do that? What did you do to do that?
Um, my habits, I was on crack rock real bad, and I used to hop in cars. I used to prostitute. I used to bring them to the apartment I was at and have sex with them and um, smoke crack and just I kept doing it until I got pregnant twice
From your Johns?
from the men. Yeah, and
Did you have the babies?
I had the babies. I gave them up for adoption, both of them.
So you don't know where they are now?
One's in Atlanta, one's in Alabama. One's 22, one's 15.
Okay. So if you could say anything to your kids now, if they somehow see this video and
I don't want them to ever do drugs because drugs just are the root of all evil. And I don't want them to smoke cigarettes and hop in cars and have sex with strangers. My daughter's 22 and she got her RN. She got her college degree.
okay, this is one of the daughters that you gave up for adoption.
Yeah.
How did you hear about that? I mean, how do you know? I mean, do her parents or do
No, I gave her to my mom.
Okay.
But my son, I gave up to an adoption agency.
Okay.
I called DFAX. I said, I've got a little baby boy, and I really can't raise him because I'm on drugs, and it's just not right to be on. You're either going to be on drugs or you can be a mother. You're not going to be able to do both. And so I chose drugs, and so.
Do you think about your baby boy sometimes?
I met him last year. When he was 14. I met him. I need a cigarette really bad.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's really grounded. He's Christian. He's in private school. He's in all sports. He's got a really good life ahead of him.
How old are you now?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Are you on drugs now?
Sometimes.
Are you messed up on drugs right as we're talking?
No, not. But I have schizophrenia.
You what?
Have schizophrenia.
You have schizophrenia. Okay.
It makes you all over the place.
Tell us about your childhood.
My childhood was horrible. I had a real abusive mom.
Where'd you grow up?
Columbus, Georgia.
Okay. So tell us about that. Did you live in an apartment?
She was just really abusive, and I used to just not know what to do about it, and just started doing drugs and stuff to try to forget about my childhood.
Was your mother a prostitute?
No, my mom was just evil.
What would you say?
She was an alcoholic.
Is she still alive?
She's dead.
Okay. Is your dad still alive?
No. My mom and my dad are dead.
So I understand sometimes you stay in Safe Harbor Homeless Shelter, which is right near.
I stay there every day.
Why aren't you there now?
I said to come back at 8.
You didn't make it in time?
I need a cigarette really bad.
You didn't make it back to Safe Harbor in time?
I will be over there.
But I mean, the reason you're not there now is because you said you're supposed to be there at 8.
Yeah.
And how long have you lived in Safe Harbor?
I've been there 2 years.
Do they put any conditions on you, like you only have a certain amount of time?
I can leave anytime I want. And I have a good relationship with one of the counselors there.
Mm-hmm.
But
how old were you when you first tricked? When you were first a prostitute?
I was 19 the first time I prostituted.
First time you were ever a hooker, you were 19?
The first time I tried crack rock, I loved it so much, I prostituted for the first time. Mm-hmm. Hey, you got a cigarette? Will you short me up? Can you short me up though? Because I need one. I need one real bad.
What you doing?
I'm doing interviews for YouTube. Is it okay to get you on camera?
What I'm saying, like, what's the, you saying for free?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna film me for free.
Okay, we'll keep camera off you. So you were 19 the first time you turned a trick. Is that true?
Yeah.
What do you remember about your first John, about your first customer?
He was a black man, and it was quick, and I got really high on crack rock. And
That same day?
Yeah.
How old were you the first time you tried crack?
19.
Was it that
Still
same
19.
day?
Yeah, it was.
So the same day you first
I got turned out to underground Atlanta whoredoms from where it's like a motel room, but here's a motel room there, here's a motel room here, and I answer the phone and I have to have sex with the guy at the door, the guy in the car. Thank you.
So tell us more about that. What do you mean? How did that
I had to have back-to-back sex with like 200 men in 1 week.
Who was telling you that you had to do that?
I had a pimp.
Okay. Tell us about your pimp. What was his name?
His name was like Marco or something.
Yeah. How did you meet him?
When I was on drugs, I met him.
So he was kind of in the drug crowd?
I had gotten sold to him by a John for a Walmart card.
Okay. We're going to end it. We're going to restart the interview. We're going to talk about more of her career as a prostitute. Stay with us.